My name's Nick Tann and welcome to my Fresh Music Fix. Artists from around the world send me their tunes. I pick the songs I like the best and put them together in a podcast to share with you. Except this week. This week I'm going to play an interview I just did with Emily and Tom from Project Overload, the winners of the subscribers poll that we did at the end of last year. Make sure you read the show notes because it's got details of their website, which has details of their forthcoming album and up and coming gigs. It's a great interview. Listen to this. Bye! Right, so I've got Tom and Emily from Project Overload. So Tom, can you tell me what you do in the band?
Yeah, so I'm Tom, I'm 21 and I'm the rhythm guitarist.
And I've also got Emily, so Emily, can you tell me what you do in the band?
Yes, so my name's Emily, I'm 18 and I'm the lead vocals.
Tom, can you tell me about Second Chances?
Yeah, sure. So Second Chances was I believe our very first single that we released all the way back in 2023. And this this song came off our first album, which actually had 10 tracks on it, which spanned all the way back from when we started as a band in 2017, all the way up to just before we went in to record the album. And Second Chances was actually the very last song that we wrote for that album, and it came together unbelievably quickly. I think very rarely since then have we written a song as quickly as we wrote Second Chances. Something just clicked, and I remember all the parts came together very quickly. I think the lyrics, correct me if I'm wrong, Emily, but I think the lyrics came together pretty quickly as well for that.
Yeah, I think they were one of the quicker lyrics I've written, to be fair.
But yeah, that got a lot of traction when we released it as a single, especially on the likes of Spotify. And it's kind of just attention that we didn't think, we didn't even know that amount of attention, the number of streams that we got was possible, especially within, the first week it was released. So we kind of use that as our signature track, I suppose.
Silhouettes, I'm happy to talk about that one. With the lyrics, it was a nice one actually, because I pulled my brother in to help me write the lyrics, and me and my brother just kind of sat one night thinking up lyrics together, and I'd come up with an idea and he'd help me refine it down and stuff. So I just remember that being a really nice session to have. I think now it's cool that I have a song where I've made it with the band, but I also, when I sing it, I know my brother helped me a bit with the lyrics and stuff. So it's just nice memories, really.
Silhouettes waiting to be found. Hearts getting across.
was put together as the Coventry City Council / Coventry Music Initiative to get kids from schools and put them into bands, and then the end goal would be in 5 or 6 years they would be musical exports of Coventry who would be able to go and set the music scene alight. And so we were one of the first bands on this project actually. So me, the drummer Joe, and our bassist Callum, we are the 3 original members who have all been going since the ages of 12, 13, 14, and that was about 7 years ago, and we're still together now. So Late Night Dancing, as you might hear when the album comes out, is incredibly different from anything else we've ever recorded and written. And it was kind of written as a bit of a sort of feel-good, almost sort of jokey kind of song with some, pretty jazzy chords and strumming patterns. And I came up with some of these chords, just put them together, and we got a groove going. And I remember thinking at the time, this is so stupid. I was just playing around with it. I never had any intention of it becoming a song, but we just sort of built on it more and more and more. And eventually we kind of got to the realization that this could actually come out as a single and be a track on the next album. And so we just continued with it. And it requires the band to be, incredibly tight. It's an incredibly precise song to play, which I would say some of our other music is sort of less so. But I think just the fact that we've been together for so long allows us to have that kind of precision to be able to play a song like this.
Tom, what instrument do you play?
I play guitar.
What sort of guitar have you got?
I've got a couple of guitars, but I'd say my main guitar choice at the minute is a Red Fender Telecaster. I've had that for about 10 years now, so a pretty long time since I was pretty young, and it's just got a tone that no other guitar really can replicate, and I've just got so used to it just feels like another limb basically. So I do love playing that guitar, but sort of in our more recent stuff I do play a Jazz Master as well.
So Tom, can you tell me about 4-3?
It's a very sort of different track to what we've recorded before. I think it embodies the fact that we're maturing a little bit as a band. It's a bit of a change of direction from what we've been doing in the past. It's a bit of a song that grows on you. The structure and the way we went about writing it was very different to all the stuff that we've done beforehand. So I included that as a little bit of a sort of teaser, of a showcase of what's to come at the end of next month. Did actually win Godiva Calling, which for those who don't know, Coventry has a yearly music festival in this massive park in the city centre. We've had bands play there like the Libertines, Supergrass, all sorts of kind of big names. And we, in 2024, won the competition to play on the main stage at the Godiva Festival, which was our first experience of playing on an actual proper massive stage, which I'm pretty sure, I think it was the Libertines played on that evening. So to have shared a stage with an act that big and playing to essentially like a field full of people is pretty mental. And to get through to that stage, we had to play a load of heats, which involved people voting for us.
Definitely Godiva's up there, winning the Battle of the Bands, especially because we were in like a adult heat, I think, so being sort of the younger-ish band in that sort of heat, it was kind of quite daunting, and I guess I did it because I thought we'd get a bit of experience from this, but I didn't think we'd win, so winning it was, it kind of gave a bit of a boost, I think, and was like, okay, yeah, we are actually, like, people are interested in us and want us to play, and we've been voted for, so that was, I think, a really big part. And then I guess just sort of, I think this album really, and writing these songs, I think there's been a couple times when we've been in the recording studio when like you start hearing all the bits coming together, like we sometimes add a bit of synth or a bit of something else to the songs, so once you hear them really coming together and get into their final sort of stages, it is just wow, like we started off like with maybe Tom or Lucas picking on the guitar, and now we've got this really good song. So I think that's been a really good part of this year.